And ladies and gentlemen, presenting the top 8 teams from the ladies 200 medley relay from last night. In 8th place, Hinsdale Swim Club. 7th place goes to Long Island Aquatic Club. The Academy Bullet Swim Club. Nassau Wildcats in 5th place, Academy in 6th. 4th place was Ole Swimming. And we can get one swimmer up on the starting block with a big smile. The bronze going to the Aqua Jets, Emma Kern, Grace Rabb, Annabelle Wenzel, and Libby Backer. The silver going to Nation's Capital, Gwen Frick, Kylie Sessions, Allie Whitduct, and Camille Spink. And number 1, the gold to Elmbrook Swim Club, Maggie Wanez, Lucy Thomas, Campbell Stoll, and Audrey Olin, posting in with a winning time 1:37.13. And swimmers on the blocks, the camera is right up there where the speakers are. We're going to wave to everybody and say hello to the folks back home that are watching us here in this terrible weather in Florida, right? Yes. Congratulations. The ladies 200 medley relay. Give them a wave and say hello. I love it. The Nation's Capital. In 4th, the Aqua Jets. The bronze going to FMC Aquatic, Brady Johnson, Alex Lacken, Aiden Musso, and Noah Priest. The silver to New Albany Aquatic Club, Hudson Williams, Chase Swearingen, Josh Smith, and Tucker Lambert. And the gold to Nation's Capital, J.T. Schmidt, Jordan Kelly, Chris Lawson, and Josh Watt. And a professional photographer taking photographs available online. That's Pro Swim Visuals. And a big wave to the camera up by the speakers. We are good to go, it looks like, to get ready for that first event. And it's going to be the ladies 200 freestyle. Our E finalists making their way behind the starting blocks, getting ready to go. It's going to be Avery Ledke at block number 1, the Aqua Jets. Long Island's Lily Gormson at block number 2. Izzy Bowe at block number 3, St. Charles Swim Club. Nassau Wildcats, Olivia Severikova. At block number 4, Audrey Olin at block 5, Elmbrook Metro Aquatic, Sophia George at block 6. Peyton Williams at 7, and Brooke Meneke at block number 8 getting ready to go. And right now, our timers, referees, and officials finding their relative positions around the swimming course. National anthem. Yep. And it looks like our technicians have the scoreboard in place, ready to go. Our swimmers behind the blocks, our timers behind the blocks. Just a few more moments of double checking, and we are going to be good to go. And time, please rise for the national anthem. And it is race time.
All right, everybody, welcome back to day 2 of the National Club Swimming Association Spring Meet here at iDrive in Orlando, Florida, here with Bess Auer. And we are starting with the 200 freestyle. And this is the E final of the 200 freestyle. Let's go.
Joe, in lane 1, we've got Avery Ludke from Aquajet Swim Team. Lane 2 is Lily Gormson from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3 is Izzy Boo from St. Charles Swim Team. Lane 4, Olivia Safarokova from Nassau Wildcat Aquatics. Lane 5 is Audrey Olin from Elmbrook Swim Club. Lane 6 is Sophia Jorge, or George. We'll have to ask the team how to pronounce it, from Metro Aquatic Club of Miami. Lane 7, Peyton Williams from CMSA. And Lane 8, Brooke Manicky from FMC Aquatic.
So, Bess, we have a huge night. The women's 200 free. Then we skip over to the men's 400 individual medley, followed by the women's 100 breaststroke, the men's 100 breaststroke, the women's 200 butterfly, and the men's 100 back.
Well, as I say, right in the water right now, we've got a pretty good race in the women's 200 free in this first heat, Joe. Touching in first, right, lane 5, Audrey Olin.
So at the 100 split, yes, 53.88 right there. 53.8 right there in the middle of the pool. And the meet record is held by Simone Manuel, 143 flat. National cut is 145.29. 147.39 is the summer juniors, and futures is 152.59. All of these ladies already have the futures cut.
Audrey is getting some competition from Avery Ludke down here in lane 1. Both went a 121.85 to a 122.01.
Right now, lane 5 is still in the lead on the last lap, coming in about a half body length lead. So it looks like lane 5 will win this, but it will be close for lane 1. Here comes lane 5 right now. There we go.
And it did go to Audrey Olin, who touched in with 149.16, and then Avery Ludke, followed by Brooke Manicky. So congratulations, ladies, for a solid start to our meet.
Yes, 2-second drop already from this morning.
Moving on to Heat 2, they are already behind the blocks. In Lane 1, we have Maddie Reynolds from Windermere Lakers. Lane 2, Isabella Budnick from Condors Swim Club. Lane 3 is Laurel Blaze from Gold. Lane 4 is Piper Woodprints from FMC Aquatic. Lane 5, Cornelia Fox from Condors Swim Club. Lane 6 is Kylie McMurray from GPAC. Lane 7 is Livy Wauner from Waukesha Express Swim Team. And Lane 8, Liliana Kristalik from Windermere Lakers.
So here we go, D final. All the times 150 to 151 in this heat. We'll see how many girls we can get under 150. 200 free is 8 lengths of the pool. Very fun race to swim. A lot of different strategies here. I always used to love to negative split the 200 freestyle. You got to be pretty strong to do it, and great walls, and just love to run people down. Right now, lanes 5 and 7 out front. Fox and
Wanner.
25 fours.
So that's Livia and Cornelia battling it out, lanes 5 and 7. It's pretty close, though, Joe, across the board. We also have lane 3 trying to get in there.
3 and 7 are currently up front, followed closely by lane 1, Maddie Reynolds from the Lakers.
I believe Laura Blaze did flip first with the 53.05.
All 53s and 54s out. That's good. That's a good recipe right there for 148, 149. So we'll see what happens coming home.
Joe, is the 200 an all-out sprint?
It's very strategic sprint for sure. Lots of power, lots of speed. But yes, as you get to the very high level, they are going pretty hard all 8 lengths.
Have a 3-way tie, it almost looks like, between 1, 3, and 7. And that is Maddie Reynolds, Laurel Blaze, and Livy Wanner hanging in there.
Flipping first on the last lap is lane 7. We'll see if she can bring it home with a lot of girls chasing her. And here she comes. It looks like Wayner from lane 7. There she goes, 149.02. Followed by Maddie Reynolds, 149.48. And Laurel Blaze, 149.55, brings up third.
Joe, it looks like the underwater camera is working tonight. That's exciting.
Very nice. I love the underwater camera.
I want to thank Take It Live for bringing this great feed and graphics. We are now ready for Heat 3 of the women's 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Riley Arisman from Windermere Lakers. Lane 2 is Madison Smith from Rockville Mount Lane 3 is Riley Miklos from Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 4 is Bryn Stacy from Badger Aquatic Club. Lane 5 is Emery DeGunther from Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 6, Lily Galt Abdella from Team Greenville. Lane 7 is Kit Schneider from Hinsdale Swim Club. And in Lane 8, Campbell Chase from Core Swimming. Top seed is Bryn Stacy with a 150.08, but there's a couple, oh my gosh, everybody's 150 in that heat.
Everyone's 150. We'll probably see them all go under 150 in this race. A lot of excitement at night. Kids get fired up for finals. Under the lights, lots of kids, lots of great stuff.
Certainly had some good swimming last night. We want to thank you all for joining us again. It looks like it's the end of the pool, flipping first. And that is Kit Schneider and Campbell Chase. Top of your screens are Lane 7 and 8, flipping at 25.11 and 25.16 respectively.
Schneider flips first at the 75. It is between Schneider and Chase currently. It seems like 7 and 8 yesterday was also a hot couple of lanes.
As a reminder for our viewers at home, Lane 7 and 8 are at the top of your screen. Lane 1 is right there at the bottom of your screen.
A couple of 52s, 52.4 and 52.8 for Chase and Schneider. Trying to get separation.
So the battle is for third. I mean, it's straight across the entire field is battling for third
So
right
far,
now.
but remember that negative split. We're going to see a few girls pull it off on this one. And here we go. This is the last 50 as we go into the last 50.
Looks like Campbell Chase has pulled out to a half body length lead, flipping at 1:20.23. She went at 27.83 for that final split.
Yeah, she's running and hiding up there in lane 8.
Coming on strong, though, Emery DeGunther and Lily Galt Abdella both went 27s.
I tell you, Campbell Chase up there in lane 8 looks like she's going to go 148. No problem. Lane 8 up there at the top. Campbell Chase, 147.76.
Wow. Lanes 6, 5, and 4 just battling out for the end of that. Those three girls, look how close that was. Congratulations, Chase Campbell, for winning that heat, but Kit Schneider, Lily, and Emery all had good races as well. Moving on to our consolation final. This is your B final. Behind the blocks, Izzy Enns from Madison Aquatic Club in lane 1. Lane 2 is Haley Tierney from Lake Country Swim Team. Lane 3 is Lucy Walker from BGC North Westchester Marlins. Lane 4, Allison Bischoff from Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 5 is Andrea Dworick from Rockville Mont. Lane 6 is Ella Antianowski from Waukesha Express Swim Team. Lane 7 is Marie Landreneau from City of Lafayette Aquatics. And in lane 8, Becky Rentz from Academy Bullets Swim Club.
Nice, here we go.
Is it Montgomery?
Yep. Rockville, Montgomery.
It only has Mont on
like
these heat sheet.
Rockville, Mont. I'm like, that's a cool place. What is that? That's Rockville, Montgomery.
They only have Mont on the heat sheet.
All right, out to an early lead is up in lane 8 again. That's Becky Rentz, 24.65. Bunch of 24s and 25s on the way out. And again, here we go. Another tight race, Bess.
As a reminder, this is your consolation heat in the water.
Great walls, as always, from these ladies. And here they come. Pretty tight race between, let's see, 6, 7, and 8 up there. Top of your screen. Flipping at 51.9, 51.6, 52.2. Out very well.
Top outside lane has the speed tonight, Joe.
I would want to be in lane 7 or 8 tonight, to be honest. That's the lane to be in.
But I'll tell you what, the rest of the field is closing fast. Flipping at 51 on the far side, 64, followed by Marie Landreneau, 51.99.
Right now, Rentz still up front, flipping there at the top of the screen. 119.28.1. We may see her first 146 high, 147 low of the evening.
Wells does hold the record, as Joe noted earlier, from First Colony. She went a 143 flat back in 2014. And, of course, we know she went on to great things.
And it's a drag race here at the end between 7 and 8 at the top of your screen. Who's going to win it? And it is still Becky Rentz, 148.11.
followed by Marie Landreneau and Ella Antoniewski brought up our top three. Congratulations.
That was lanes 6, 7, and 8, so those are the lanes.
All right, we're going to hand it over to Mike Greenville to announce your A finals.
And introducing our top 8 qualifiers. In lane number 1, it's going to be Lainey Mullins, Suburban Seahawks. Lane number 2, it's Reese Tiltman of Elmbrook Swim Club. Lilia Bogner in lane number 3, Team Greenville. Long Island Aquatic, Kevin Gormson. At block number 4 in the hot seat, Elizabeth Tilt in lane number 5, Gold Aquatics. Maggie Wanazek at block number 6 for Elmbrook Swim Club. St. Andrew, Aspen Gersper at block 7. And block number 8, that's Edina Swim Club, Katie McCarthy.
All right, and there was the lineup from Mike Greenwell. We are now ready. This is your A final in the women's 200-yard freestyle.
The final top seed is 147.20. That's the lady that won the mile last night. Kevin Gormson from Long Island Aquatic Club. She's 18 years old. Okay, here we go. I know that Coach Sid.
And the next feed is going to be the next
swimmer
event,
in this.
the gentlemen's
Aspen Gersper,
400
she's in lane
individual
7
medley.
St. Andrews Aquatics.
Henry Gallo at block number 1. Bryce Rohr takes
We'll
block
see how
2.
she does. We'll try to keep him informed. He is listening from Puerto Rico.
Joe, it looks like Kevin already has her junior national cut. Is that what all these other ladies are aiming for right now?
They're trying to get summer juniors or nationals. A lot of different times they're shooting for here.
So 147.39 is the summer junior national cut. That would be the next big meet that they'd want to qualify for. At the far end, Kevin did flip at 24.68, followed closely by Elizabeth Tilt at 24.97.
Splitting 51.36. Kevin Gormson takes it out from Long Island, 51.36. All the girls were 51 and 52. We'll see who's got the gas here on the last 75. Gormson still commanding lead, about a half body length lead, followed by Bognar and Tilt. With a 50 left, we're sitting at 118 and 119, 26s and 27s on the 50.
And here comes the Bognar trying to challenge.
All Gormson lane 4, about a body length lead going into the last 15 yards. There it is, 145.18 for Kevin Gormson. Great swim there. Second, Bogner, 146.68. Third, Tilt, 147.19. Your top 3. Great swims.
Congratulations, ladies. Gentlemen are behind the blocks. Now it is the boys' turn. We have 4 heats before we get to our A final for the gentlemen. In lane 1, we have Henry Gow from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 2 is Bryce Rohr from NCAP. Lane 3, Julian Brady from Nova of Virginia Aquatics. Lane 4 is going to be Logan Robinson from GPAC. Lane 5, Aaron Davidson from New Wave Swim Team. Lane 6, Alessandra Pereira from Metro Aquatic Club of Miami. Lane 7, Cooper Dillman of Nova of Virginia Aquatics. And Lane 8, Mark Jacoby Crone from Edina Swim Club. Top seed is Logan Robinson with a 4.0035.
So the 400 IM is basically the decathlon of swimming, right? They're doing all the strokes. They're doing 100 of each, 4 lengths of each stroke, fly, back, breast, and free. And very grueling race if you are definitely not in shape for it. Didn't swim it many times in my career, but I have, and it hurt badly.
Already out to a good lead is our top seed, Logan Robinson, at 24.11.
So meet record is 3:43.44 by Andrew Seliskar. He's from Nation's Capital and an Olympian. The national time standard is 3:45.99, followed by the Summer Junior Nationals 3:52.69.
Joe, can we just take a minute and talk about what a high-quality meet this is? You said it's in its 20th year here?
They've been doing it for 20 years. Their first time here at the Rosen Center was 2003.
But every time we see a meet record, it's most likely somebody that's gone on to be an Olympian. So we really have some great swimmers.
There's a lot of high-level teams here, and,
Yep.
and they have very large teams and great swimmers and great coaches. And, you know, once you get a lot of kids together that are fast and they're rested and they're shaved, you know, great things are going to happen.
Logan Robinson increasing his lead, flipping at 1:21.53. He won a 29.88 on that last split of the backstroke.
He came in this morning with a 4:00.35. The entire heat was 4:00 to 4:03, so very tight heat. So there's going to be some changes here when they get to the breaststroke. I'm sure there's probably a couple of breaststrokers in there that will run Logan down. We'll see.
Down here in lane 1, that is Henry Grau is trying to run him down as they make the change over to breaststroke. All right, so Joe, I see swimmers doing different types of turns into the breaststroke. Is there any standard?
Well, you can touch. You can do what they call the crossover turn, which is kind of like a backstroke turn, but you have to touch the wall. And then you can go old school and do a couple of other turns. Some barrel turns and some other crazy turns. So, yeah, there's a lot of different ones. You just can't turn over on your belly before you touch.
Got it.
Here we go. So, yeah, lane 1 is Henry is kind of running him down a little bit from Huntsville, splitting a 34.47 on that leg. But we do have a 31 split. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 34 split from Aaron Davidson right there in lane 5. And right now, Logan Robinson, with one lap of the breaststroke, still has a pretty decent lead, a couple body lengths. From GPAC, Greater Pensacola.
Henry, though, in lane 1, trying to close the gap. He right now is running a solid second over the far end of the pool.
There we go. Sitting at 3:02.28 is Logan Robinson in the middle of the pool from Pensacola. So we'll see what he can come home in. Definitely going to come home in faster than 58, which will put him at 4:00. So we'll see how far he can get under 4:00.
Of course, that was his seed time from this morning.
We'll get a good indication right here from this 50 split. He's 27. He's already under the 4-minute mark. He will probably go about a 56.
Doing that swimmer math for Logan. We've got a great race for second and third right now on both ends. Lanes 1 and lane 7. That is Henry Grau, and it looks like Cooper Dillman are trying to battle it out to secure that second spot.
But it is all lane 4 right here. Logan Robinson with the win, 3:56.63. Second place goes to Cooper Dillman, 3:58.42. In third place, Henry Grau, 3:59.04. A lot of great swims there. A lot of guys under 4 minutes, which is great. Great swim. There he is right there from Pensacola. Florida boy. Albeit way up there in the west.
Congratulations, Logan. Moving on to our Heat 2. The start list you can see there on the screen for the men's 400 IM. Lane 1, Charlie Greenwood from NCAP. Lane 2 is Owen Hoban from Occoquan Swimming. Lane 3, Ryan Nunez from Long Island Express. Lane 4 is Gideon Swan from Shack. Lane 5 is Drew Henry from NRG Swimming. Lane 6 is Adam McFall from Aquajet Swim Team. Lane 7 is Strahinja Maslow from Long Island Aquatic Club, and lane 8, Pablo Silva from Nova Aquatics. In the water they are.
These guys swim this morning, 3:58.9 to 4:00, so we're really only talking about a second between all 8 swimmers. So it should be a very good race here.
Gideon Swan is our top seed with a 3:58.97 for this particular heat.
Did you see his age, Bess?
He is 15. He is the youngest in this heat. We have ages from 15 up to 18. And
that's a big difference for a guy, is 15 to 18.
Yeah, think how much how much a young man grows from 15.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then there's also girls here from 13 to 18.
I will say, though, you do have some young men that bloom early, so they get that growth spurt early, and we have some that are late bloomers. So not always. All right here it is, lane 3, and that is Ryan Nunez touching in first with a 52.03.
And remember, Ryan Nunez was in the 1,000 yesterday, set the mark in the morning swim for the 1,000s.
You have a mind like a steel trap. The names from yesterday, they really have to make an impression on me.
Well, when you're young like me, 29 and I still have a good mind about me.
No, I'm very impressed. You also have that swimmer math going on. In the pool, though, lanes 2 and 3 battling it out, and that is Owen Hoban, and Ryan Nunez. Flipping respectively at 122.84 for Ryan and then 123 for Owen.
Everyone's splitting 29 to 30, which means they're roughly going to go 59 double-O in their 100 back. And a lot of them will be about 7 seconds under the minute mark. So they are having a great swim.
I will say we've got some backstrokers in lane 4 and 6. Gideon Swan just made the pass to touch in first with a 150. Sorry, that was Drew Henry with a 152. Yep.
Here we go. Let's check out the breaststrokers here. Top of your screen, he's got a decent looking breaststroke. Straw, I want to say Straw Ninja because it's cool, but it's not Straw Ninja. Straw Ninja's got a huge breaststroke up there at top of your screen. Lane 7 looks great. Splits a 32.79. He's probably going to go 104 on his breaststroke leg, 105. Real good up there. He's actually powering up and actually leaving these guys behind.
And I love seeing his teammates at the far end helping him do the pull.
And look, they're pulling him.
Yep.
They're pulling him with the rope, it looks like. Very cool.
All right, Strahinja is making the way back. Maslow from Long Island Aquatic Club up there in lane 7.
Maslow splits a 105 and change. And he's going to hopefully come home in sub 55 and be well under 355.
Joe, on that breaststroke leg, he increased by over a body length lead.
Safe to say he's a breaststroker.
I'm always amazed at how the breaststroke leg can create such a change in the race.
Well, if you have a fast breaststroke, the stroke itself is a slow stroke. So if you are really fast, you can gain a lot of time very quickly. So Maslow splits 28.52 with a commanding lead now in lane 7. 2 body lengths ahead of the field. Looks like he's going to be sitting roughly around best 354, 355 at the finish.
Let's see if he can bring it home. The race is for second and third.
Up there in lane 7, here's Maslow at the finish. 355.46, followed by Ryan Nunez, 357.24. Third place, Drew Henry, 358.14. That's your top 3.
Congratulations, gentlemen, for a speedy heat. All right, Joe, we are now ready for our C final. This is Heat 3 of the men's 400 IM. They are behind the blocks. Fletcher Bouts in lane 1 from Rockville, Montgomery. James McCarthy from Aquajets is in lane 2. Tyler Whitaker from Machine Aquatics is in 3. Jaru Zhu from Aquajets is in lane 4. Eli Martin from Arlington Aquatic Club is in 5. Jackson Tischler from NCAP is in 6. Carson Ricker from Utica Shelby Swim Club is in 7. And then Samir Elkasim from Rockville, Montgomery is in 8.
Drew, your top seed in the C final here, won at 357.80 this morning from Aquajets up there in Minnesota. The remainder of the field went 358, so another very tight heat from this morning. I tell you, how nerve-wracking is it for a coach when you're in there in the morning and you're seeing all these 358s come in, you know, in the morning heats, and you're like, oh my gosh, where's my guy going to go? I mean, there's 16 guys that were 358s today.
Man, tight race, fast swimming. Look at this right now. All pretty even there. It is Samira Elkasim. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Elkasim with the lead right now. Top of your screen, lane 8.
Rockville, Montgomery.
As a reminder to our viewers at home, lane 8 is at the top of your screen. Lane 1 is at the bottom of your screen, Joe. It looks though like lane 7, though, is taken over. That is Carson Ricker.
He's from Utica Shelby Swim Club.
Touched in at a 53.01.
Very tight race. All 53s and 54 outs on your fly leg. Great swims for these guys. They still look pretty comfortable. I'm always into the 400 IMers. They're tough guys and girls. Just have great strokes and just really tough kids.
Looks like we had a lane change yet again, Joe. McCarthy from Aquajets flipping at 1:23.02, followed by Whitaker. You can see why these guys were so close today, because really it is a pretty evenly matched swim. Let's see who can break out, though, from the pack.
Yeah, Whitaker on the way out went 29.81 in his first backstroke leg from Machine Aquatics. He's coming in. He will still have the lead.
By a body length.
Splitting 23.8. He is 152.89 at the halfway mark.
Jaru Zhu trying to close the gap. Though, Joe, as you said, it's the game changer leg with breaststroke.
Looks good. Already catching the leader. Right about even at that first turn for the breaststroke. Look at this. Great shot there. Great shot there with all the swimmers. Pretty darn close in a 400 IM. You don't see that very often.
Lane 2. Yep, that is James McCarthy from Aquajets. 2:27.50.
32.76. Kind of
Again,
like Maslow.
I do have to say, I love the teammates at the end, pulling them in.
I love the pull. I'm going to tell my kids to do that. It's very cool.
All right,
Here we go.
James McCarthy is trying to hold off the rest of the field, Joe, but look at this. Lane 5.
5, pretty much tied here. 300. 300 with 100 left. Now
Eli
it's a drag
Martin.
race.
That is Eli Martin making the pass.
Eli Martin from Arlington Aquatic. He is now leading by about 2 strokes. And here we go. Man, lane 2 is not giving up. James McCarthy is not giving up. And matter of fact, he has actually pulled up a little bit. He's 27.27, sitting at 3:28 in lane 2. I think he's going to get it best unless Zhu gets into it here.
Daru is trying to make a move for that second spot.
Zhu is coming quickly, but it will be all lane 2. James McCarthy from Aquajet Swim Team.
Oh, look at that battle for second. Man, what a great race. Jaru does seal it, though, with Eli Martin coming in third.
There are your times. Great swims, 34.6 wins. Heat 3, the C final.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Those are your results. And there's a shot of James McCarthy there in the pool. 3:54.60, Joe. You think he's happy with that swim?
I would think so, based on his time this morning. Had a good drop from this morning. Moving on to Heat 4, or the B final.
In lane 1, we have Alex Crown from NCAP. Lane 2 is Aaron Gasowitz from Star Swimming. Lane 3 is Andrew Bowles from NCAP. Lane 4 is Harry Belcher from Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 5 is Evan McAsee from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 6 is Charlie Mayer of Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 7, Tyler Bardak from Fox Valley Swim Team. His teammate, Kian Lamb, is in lane 8.
These group of guys were 3:54 up to 3:57 from this morning, so quite a bit faster than Heat 3.
Harry Belcher in the center of their pool is your top seed with a 3:54.46 for this heat. This is your consolation finals. So
Nova, Rockville, Montgomery, and NCAP right there in the middle of the pool. all of them large programs, brings lots of kids to this meet. Out in 24-1 to 24-8 for those top three. Very long, beautiful butterflies there, Bess.
Top of the pool, we've got Must Be Training Partners with Fox Valley Swim Team, Tyler Bardak and Ken Lamb.
Yeah, Fox Valley would probably be mad that you said Fox Jet.
I know. I'm so sorry, Fox Valley. Check this out, though, Joe. In the center of the pool, Mackesy, followed by Belcher.
52-54 out. All of the guys in this entire 400 IM are about 52 to 54. All of them going out roughly the same. See if we got any decent backstrokers in here. Lane 5 is starting to pull away a little bit. It's Mackesy from Montgomery, 28-41 on his second fly leg. Now he's flipping at 28-6 for his first backstroke leg. Looks very smooth.
Lane 1 trying to make a move. That's Alex Crown from NCAP. Bottom of your screen in the red trunks there.
He's starting to pull away. We'll see what kind of breaststroke he has. Coming in, flipping at 28.62, sitting at 149 at the halfway mark. Good swim building here.
Followed by Alex Crown.
I do see a couple of good breaststrokers. Lane 7
is Tyler Bardak and Ken Lamb. Fox Valley.
Yeah, Bardak is starting to move along with Lamb next to him. Like you said, training partners, they know each other's strokes, strengths and weaknesses the entire time.
Tell you what, though, Evan Mackesy is not slowing down, though, Joe. He's
not really, but the Fox boys are coming for sure at the top of your screen. We'll see. Yeah, he's hanging on. Mackesy is hanging on from Rockville Montgomery, splitting a 33 flat on the way out.
Oh, they are coming very fast.
They are. All right, 106.2 for Mackesy on that breaststroke. And then the Fox boys at the top of your screen, splitting 32 and 33. We'll see if they can run down Mackesy here.
Here in lane 2, Aaron Gasowitz is trying to ease into third place. I don't know if he's going to have enough pool to do it and catch the boys from Fox Valley.
Here's Mackesy with a 50 left. Flips 27.86, sitting at 324. Will probably go close to 351. 351 here. And the Fox boys will be second and third.
Well, he is trying to get a junior national cut, summer junior national cut. The time is 3:52.69.
No problem there. And here he is under the flags. Right there, lane 5.
Oh, no problem.
6:48. Great swim for him. Then the Fox boys up in 7 and 8. Bardak and Lamb. 3:52.73 and 3:53.42. That's your top three.
Congratulations, Evans, for that summer junior national. He's looking happy there.
That hasn't been done in a while.
I'm going to throw it over to Mike Greenwell, Joe, for the finals. All right, so Joe, Simon Bermudez walking out for the championship final in that pink tutu. Do you think he just has that much swag and confidence, or did he lose a bet?
Wow, I don't know. Maybe both. I don't know.
Both. I was digging it, though.
I like his cap. I need one of those caps right there.
All right, your top seed in this is Nathan Shaboda from Nova Virginia Aquatics, 349.93.
Okay, they came in 349.93 to 352.83. That's the entire set of boys there.
Our top seed, Nathan, is 15 years old. We have another 15-year-old.
And then Sean Green in lane 2 is also 15. A couple of young boys. And do they get nervous? 15-year-old versus an 18-year-old getting a little nervous? Who knows?
Lance Johnson, our 18-year-old, did touch him first with a 24.07.
Off the wall, very nice underwaters in a 400 IM. Wow, lane 3. It's Toby Barnett from Rockville, Montgomery. He went 351.14 this morning. He is out in 51.78. That's significantly faster than the rest of the heats here.
So, Joe, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that maybe Nathan is a pretty good breaststroker. We'll see when he gets
Probably a lights-out breaststroker.
Right now, though, the pool belongs to lanes 3 and 5.
Barnett is just taking it out, Bess.
Toby Barnett and Lance Johnson.
Flipping at 28.27 is Toby Barnett there in lane 3. Some good underwaters. He's going to try to run away and hide. We'll see how his breaststroke leg is. But very good swim so far. Nathan is hanging in there, though. If he can get close to these guys, he's a breaststroker. He's going to run them down.
All of the gentlemen in this heat, except for one, do have the the summer junior national cut.
That's a great meet to have that many guys doing that. All right, Barnett touches at 27.55. He's sitting at 147.60 at the halfway mark.
I will say Toby Barnett looking very strong in breaststroke right now. We'll see if he can keep it up.
Nathan's got some ground to make up. See if he can make it up, but also Lance Johnson from Elmbrook Swim Club is starting to look around, trying to run down trying to run down Toby Barnett.
And we've got a good battle for third, Joe, right now between Ryan Arisman in lane 8 and then Simon Bermudez and Sean Green in lanes 1 and 2. All right, under the flags, it is all Toby Barnett leading by a body length, Joe. He touches
goes with the freestyle, 31.6. He was 102 on that breaststroke. Like, wow. Sitting at 250. He's going to be in the 40s. Definitely going to be in the 40s here.
What a fabulous race for Toby Barnett.
Body length lead on the field. Splits 26.6. He's got a great shot at breaking the record. Salaskar's record is 3:43.44. He comes home in 25 or 26. Could be knocking on the door, Bess.
Tell you what, Joe, his teammates know it because they've got the phone behind the blocks. They are filming it. They are hoping for it.
Broke it. Got it. 3:43.28 broke Andrew Skelaskar's record.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
Fired up. Wow.
Congrats to Toby Barnett. New meet record for the 400 IM 3:43.28. William Savarese coming in second. Ryan Arisman third. Now that was worth watching.
That was a very good race.
Congratulations, Toby. We are now, Joe, switching over to the women's 100-yard breaststroke. There's the start list in lane 1. We have Nina Wysocki from York. Lane 2 is Sadie Rogers from Utica Shelby Swim Club. Lane 3, Eleanor Hughes from Aquajet Swim Team. Lane 4 is Kate Paul-Lasky from Edina Swim Club. Lane 4 is Haley Johnson, Elmbrook Swim Club. Lane 6 is Anna Doherty from Academy Bullet Swim Club. Lane 7, Isla Bartholomew from Rockville, Montgomery. And in Lane 8, Emily Ford from Shack.
Meet record was 58.93 by Lucy Thomas from Elmbrook Swim Club. Set last year. 58.9 for a high schooler is very fast.
Tell you what, who else is very fast? Nina Wasaki Jo is just 14 years old. She's in lane 1. Reminder to our viewers, lane 1 is at the bottom of your screen. Lane 8 is at the top of your screen.
So mentioning Lucy Thomas, we will see her later. She is still here. She's 59.1 this morning. We'll see her in the big final. But right now, we'll see what these girls can do. Out in 30.1 to 30.4 there in the middle of your pool. That's Kate Pulaski.
Emily Ford, top of your screen, was first to the wall.
And here they come under the flags. Lane 3, Eleanor Hughes.
Congrats to Eleanor Hughes, 103.81, followed by Kate Pulaski, and then Isla Bartholomew. There's your top 3 for Heat 1. Congratulations, ladies. There's a great shot of Eleanor Hughes. All right, we are moving on to Heat 2. This is our D final. Mackenzie Bushy is from Ole Swimming in Lane 1. Lane 2 is Catherine Montefusco from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3 is Ava Ailingham from Aquajet Swim Team. Lane 4 is Rosie Jania from NASA Wildcat Aquatics. Lane 5, Lila Wilbur from NCAP. Her teammate Gwen Frick is in Lane 6. Lane 7 is Delaney Brookstein from NCAP, 3 NCAP swimmers there. And lane 8 is Maggie O'Shaughnessy from Gold.
So lanes 5, 6, and 7, all NCAP swimmers. They all know each other, racing against each other, beating up on each other in practice, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, Joe, I will say Ava, Rosa, and Lila all in lanes 3, 4, and 5 went a 103 this morning.
I love, you're right, the crowds at the end of the lanes are just amazing. I mean, it's packed, it looks great.
Yeah, the Rosen Center is a great place to have a meet, so hats off to the facility. In lane 7 right now, that is Delaney Brookstein going a 29.52.
NCAP up there in lane 7. And their coach, Jeremy Lynn, one of the coaches, was an Olympian breaststroker. So there you go. Maybe put
probably in good hands is what you're saying. I don't know, Joe. It's still a pretty close race as they come into the wall under the flags.
Still lane 7,
And congratulations to Delaney, touching it at 103.22, followed by Gwen Frick and then Lila Wilbur. Congratulations, lady, for a speedy final.
A lot of 103s this morning, a lot of 102s, 103s this morning. Very, very tight event, and there they are.
All right, we are moving on to our C final in the women's 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Alina Stukas from Machine Aquatics. Lane 2, Izzy Boo from St. Charles Swim Team. Lane 3 is Sydney Brandt from Utica Shelby Swim Club. Lane 4 is Elle Nelker from Twist. Lane 5 is Mary Grace Gazzino from BGC Northwest Chester. And lane 7 is Molly Blanchard from Poseidon Swimming. Lane 8 is Ava Goodnow from Elmbrook Swim Club. And lane 8 is Gwen Backer from Excel Aquatics.
Lane 9 would be the tier meet a couple of weeks ago.
Were they running 10 lanes?
0 through 9. Here we go. Coming into the 50, under the flags. Everyone's pretty much dead heat here. Right at lane 6, best maybe we'll touch first. That's Molly Blanchard, 28.94 on the way out.
Ellen Oker is your top seed in this particular heat with a 103.48, but everybody went a 103 this morning.
Molly Blanchard still has a very slight lead at the 75. well. Now she moves out to about a body length. And here she comes under the flags. It will be lane 6, Molly Blanchard. 101.68. Came home in 32.74.
How close second and third were. That was Gwen Backer and Ava Goodnow. 102 respectively. Congratulations, lady. But Molly Blanchard for the win in this heat.
With the coolest team name ever, Poseidon.
Did you see that smile, though? She was happy with that swim.
Yes, she is. She's excited.
All right, Joe, it's now time for our B final with Kylie Sessions in lane 1 from InCap. Lane 2 is Reese Tiltman from Elmbrook Swim Club. Lane 3 is Viola Teglassi from Corvallis. Lane 4 is Catherine Hughes from Arlington Aquatic Club. Lane 5 is Caroline Kramer from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 6 is Emily Santos from Montverde Aquatic Club. Lane 7 is Scarlett McGlinchey from GPAC. And lane 8 is Mia Nappy from Corvallis Aquatic Team.
Times this morning, 102.19 for Catherine Hughes here in the middle of your pool. Down to Mia Nappy from 103.41. So another tight heat, Bess.
And I apologize if it's Montverde Aquatic Club. We have a Montverde in Florida, so I was going with that pronunciation.
Oh, that is Montverde, Florida.
Oh, okay, perfect. Montverde.
In Orlando.
Perfect.
Everyone's touching at 28.9s, 28.7, so very, very tight race. Lane 4 and 5 right now, center of the pool. Lane 5 best, Caroline Kramer. Got a slight lead. She's from Hinsdale Swim Club in Illinois. Swam a 1:02.22 this morning. Wow, look at this tight race between 4 and 5. I think lane 4 is going to pull it out. That's Catherine Hughes going to pull it out there in lane 4. 1:01.22. Second drop from Swan.
Followed.
Montverde here in Orlando.
Congratulations, Catherine. And we're going to throw it over to Mike Greenwell for the final heat of the women's 100-yard breaststroke.
And bringing them out, the top 8 qualifiers from this morning in the ladies 100 breaststroke. Introducing our top 8 from this morning in lane number 1, Academy Bullets, Elizabeth Noraki. Lane number 2, the Fox Jets, Caroline Larson. Bridget McCann in block number 3, the Academy Bullets. Elmbrook Swim Club, the top qualifier in lane number 4, Lucy Thomas. Lane number 5, that's Campbell Stoll of Elmbrook Swim Club. Nova of Virginia, Ellie Scott in lane number 6. Grace Rabb takes lane 7 for the Aqua Jets, and NASA Wildcats, Maggie Papanikolaou at lane 8.
And here we go with the 100 breaststroke. Final heat. We are on a meet record watch. It is Lucy Thomas's record, and she is in lane 4 from Elmbrook Swim Club, and her teammate, Campbell Stoll, knows exactly who that is. She's in lane 5, 002.
So the meet record was 58.93. She set it last year. So she came in this morning with a 59.11, Joe. Do you think she's saving a little bit for tonight?
Oh, I think she's going to blow it away. And if you look at her breaststroke and her teammate's breaststroke, there's really no dead spot in it. I mean, it's all forward. It's all pushing forward. Look at that.
Right now, I'm seeing a lot of the field trying to close in on her, as well as Caroline Larson from Fox Jet Swim Team in lane 2.
Out in 27.22. She's moving. Lucy Thomas, again, world record holder, meet record holder, 58.93. We'll see how close we can get to that. Her teammate is right behind her, Cameron Stoll.
Both are 17 years old.
Go. Under the flags, Campbell Stoll is coming pretty hard, but it is all Lucy Thomas. 58.65 breaks her meet record. Campbell Stoll gets second, 59.40. Both those girls got to be happy with breaking a minute. And then third place,
there's the high five from the team.
Caroline Larson up there, Fox Jet, 0026. Amazing.
Congratulations, Lucy. She's getting high fives from competitors as well. They know when it's been a good swim. Joe, that is 2 meet records already tonight.
That's an amazing swim. I mean, I bet you the college, she's probably already committed, but she's a lot of coaches need a 58, I can tell you that.
All right, we're moving on to the men's 100-yard breaststroke. We've got Noah Robinson in from NCAP in lane 1. Lane 2, we have Trent Hollinsworth from Oki Aquatic Club, H2 Oki Aquatic Club. Lane 3 is George Groves from Gator Swim Club. Lane 4 is Sam Wolf from Verona Area Swim Team. Lane 5 is Drew Rosa from FMC Aquatic. Lane 6 is Trahinja Maslow, who we just saw in the pool not long ago from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 7 is Vincent Porter from McCallie GPS Aquatics. And in Lane 8, Kasparas Vinslaskis from Reach Aquatics. Top seed is Sam Wolf from Verona Area Swim Team with a 56.86. All of these gentlemen already have future times. They are trying to go at 55.79 if they want to qualify for the Summer Junior Nationals.
The record is 51.78 by Andrew Seliscar. Remember, he had the 400 IM earlier. That was broken. So hopefully we can get another one here. We'll see what happens. Very tight race between 3, 4, and 5 there. All splitting 26s on the way out, along with Vincent Porter in lane 7.
Left to touch first with a 26.55, though. We'll see if he can hold off the rest of the field for this second 50.
Techniques there. You can see a full breaststroke kick. You can see a little butterfly type of kick with the feet out there in lane 4. But here it is, lane 3. Lane 3 may do it here. That is George Groves, 56.38.
Followed up by Vincent Porter and then Drew Rosa for second and third. Congratulations, gentlemen. Speedy times.
Speedy times.
We're now moving on to Heat 2. This is your D final. Kian Lamb from Fox Valley Swim Team is in lane 1. David Kushnerski in lane 2 from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3 is Luke Michalowicz from Motor City Aquatics. Lane 4 is Leighton Arnold from NCAP. Lane 5 is Jack Maloney from Machine Aquatics. Lane 6 is Jack Butera from Gator Swim Club. Lane 7 is Jack Nussbaum from H2O Key Aquatics. And in lane 8, Rohan D'Souza Larson from Medina Swim Club.
This entire heat is separated by 0.3 of a second, all 56 seconds in the mid, so very, very tight race here in the D final.
Well, we'll see if anybody was holding back this morning and now is going to try and open up the field. Right now, though, they look pretty even, Joe.
Here we go, pulling into the 50. These guys are moving pretty quickly. 25.87.
Luke Micholich.
And at the 75, you really can't call it. Everyone's pretty much there. And coming home with about half the pool left, it looks like lane 4, Arnold will win it. Lane 4, 55.46.
And Leighton Arnold, 55.46 to take the
Jack
win.
Butera, 55.67.
That second tag in lane number 6, Jack Butera, 55.67. And David,
55.85.
That's the pronunciation I'm going with. Congratulations, Leighton.
Leighton, I've heard that name before.
All right, we are moving on, Joe, to the C final, Heat 3. Behind the blocks, we have Alex Kuko from Lane 1 in Swim United. Lane 2 is Nate Harris from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 3 is Jonathan Wang from Hinsdale Swim Club. Lane 4 is Eric Albers from New Albany Aquatic Club. Lane 5 is Mark Underwood from Birmingham Swim League. Lane 6 is Chase Swearingen from New Albany Aquatic Club. Lane 7 is Tyler Hansen from Lake Country Swim Team. And in Lane 9, Nogus Bertulis from FMC Aquatic.
Right now to an early lead, it looks like lane 6.
So all of these swimmers went 56, so we have another really tightly packed heat.
Entire group, 25s and 26s on the way out.
Tyler Hansen and Chase Swearingen touching in first and second. Top of your screen up there in lanes 6 and 7.
Swearingen looks to have a little lead best in lane 6 at the top of your screen. And I don't know if he's going to be caught. Chase Swearingen out in 25.7. He will win it up there in lane 6. 54.85. Tyler Hansen second, 55.43. Third place up down here in lane 2, Nate Harris, 55.44 from Hinsdale.
Love the sportsmanship we're seeing in the pool. Moving on to Heat 4. This is your consolation final. This is your B final. We have Jaden Gamilla from Hinsdale Swim Club in lane 1. Lane 2 is Brian Wilbur from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 3 is Eric Nedeke from BGC in Westchester Marlins. Lane 4 is Noah Dyer from Machine Aquatics. Lane 5 is Toby Barnett from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 6 is Jordan Kelly from NCAP. Lane 7, Alex Lakin from FMC Aquatic. And in lane 8, Carson Ricker at the top of your pool from Utica Shelby Swim Club. Your top seed is Noah Dyer with a 55.34. But Joe, every single one of them win a 55, and all but one already have their summer junior national cut.
Nice, nice. Next time for them to get is 52.89. That's the summer senior national cut. And look at this. Look how even this is, Bess. Wow. Everyone's 25.9 on the way out.
0.01, 0.07, 0.1. Wow.
Wow. Tight race. And again, they were all 55 lows this morning, so basically it's how you finish. If you can time your finish properly, you probably win it.
All right, those underwaters, I saw a little bit of a difference there.
Lane 3 and lane 5. Who is going to touch the quickest?
That is Eric Nedeke and Toby Barnett.
Wow. Tie! It's a tie. 54.87 for lanes 3 and 5. Third place, Alex Lakin, 55.47 from FMC. Look at that, Bess. A tie.
Oh, that was amazing. We knew it was a tight heat. Congratulations, men, especially our tie gentlemen. Let's throw it to Mike Greenwell for our final heat. This is your championship final in the men's 100-yard breaststroke.
And introducing our top 8 gentlemen in lane number 1 from FMC Aquatics, Jeffrey Howell. Block number 2 is Elmbrook Swim Club, Lance Johnson. Charlie Egeland at block number 3 for the Aqua Jets. Inspire, the top qualifier, Nathaniel Goman-Prez. At block number 5, it's Abram Mueller of the Badger Aquatic Club. Rockville, Montgomery, Jed Garner at block number 6. Caden Bowers at block 7, the Eagles swim team. And block number 8, Brady Johnson of FMC Aquatics.
Joe, your top seed is Nathaniel German-Prez from Inspire Swim Team, a 53.17, but he's not the only 53 in this heat. We also have Charlie Egeland as well as Abram Mueller, so middle of the pool, we might see some heat.
I'll tell you, 53. If you guys have never seen a 53 breaststroker at home, a lot of people would love to do that freestyle. So now you're going to see 2 guys do it breaststroke.
All of these gentlemen have their summer junior nationals. 52.89 would be what would bump them up to the senior nationals.
And the next heat, next event, the ladies.
A lot of power there in the middle
butterfly.
of the pool. A little bit different breaststroke there in lane 3. That's kind of old school there, lane 3 breaststroke. Nice and low, pulling with a lot of power. And he's moving pretty quickly. All these boys, 24-7, 24-8, 25-1 on the way out.
25, I should say, at the scoreboard there for the split.
Holding that lead that he came in with.
Wow, tight.
This could be
4 and 5.
Onto the flags,
Abram
and it is
Mueller.
a duel in the pool. reach.
Close. Lane
There it
4.
is. Nathan Delman-Prez,
52.91.
52.91.
German Prez,
to take the
52.91.
win.
Mueller,
Abram
52.98.
Miller
Eglin,
in second with a
53.50.
52.98. And
Two guys best get the national cut for this summer.
The senior national?
National.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Now my favorite event is coming up.
We are ready for the 200 butterfly. The start list is on your screen. Emily Wangus from FMC Aquatic in lane 1. Sophia George from Metro Aquatic Club of Miami in lane 2. Haley Johnson from Elmbrook Swimming in lane 3. Olivia Winnard from Nova Virginia Aquatics in 4. Madeline Schrank from Edina Swim Club in 5. Lane 6 is Kira Reed of Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 7 is Maggie Farley from Edina Swim Club. And in lane 8, Haley Johnson from FMC Aquatic. Your top seed for this particular heat is Olivia Winnert of 2:04.47. Joe, meet record is 1:52.88 from Tess O'Halley, set last year.
And we'll see her at the end of in the championship final.
Right. So the Summer Junior National time is 1:59.39. That is pretty darn quick. So, Joe, talk about swimming the 200 butterfly. You said this was your favorite event. Tell us why. Tell us some of the strategy behind it.
You know, you got to be a good flyer. You got to be a good flyer that uses lots of efficiency. You got to be able to do fly all day, basically, I think, to be a really good 200-meter flyer. I mean, a lot of these girls that are really good at it, they're not super tired at the 100. They're just getting into their race strategy. Right there in the middle of your pool, 57.95. That's Madeline Schrank.
Owert. Olivia Owert, followed by Madeline Schrank. Sorry.
Madeline touched at 57.95.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Madeline needs her limelight. We also got lane 8 coming here.
Yep.
Haley Johnson up there from FMC. Both of them are about the same time, sitting at 130.1 and 130.4. Going quite a bit faster than this morning. These girls right here may alone go 201. Came in at 204 this morning.
So is anybody negative of splitting a 200 fly?
I mean, I'm sure it's been done many times before, but a little harder than you think. But you can do it. And it will be lane 8, top of your screen. Haley Johnson, 202.76. That is a 3-second drop from this morning. A huge drop for her. Madeline Schrank, 203.18. And Olivia Winnert, 203.99. And there she is up there in lane 8. Look at that, she's smiling. Like they're not even winded. That's
not even breathing hard. Congratulations, Haley. She really is.
How conditioned they are. They're in great shape.
Moving on to your start list for Heat 2. This is your D final. Angela Kadori from Rockville, Montgomery in lane 1. Her teammate Maria Webb is in lane 2. Faith Johnson, swing unattached, is in 3. Izzy Inns from Madison Aquatic Club is in 4. Riley Fried from Long Island Aquatic Club is in 5. Alexa Van Holtz from Webster Bluefins is in 6. Annabelle Winslow from Aqua Jets is in 7. And Nikki Nixon from New Wave Swim Team is in lane 8, top of your screen. Top seed.
8 lengths of the pool.
Top seed for this particular heat is Izzy Inns, 2:03.56.
About a second between the entire field. So another tight race in the 2 fly.
So, Joe, for those who did not swim, who don't know the story of swimming, butterfly always seems like it would be the hardest and most taxing of the strokes. Does that pan out for actual swimmers?
No, I probably, as a whole, yes. Probably a lot of people don't like fly because it does raise the heart rate like crazy. If you're not efficient at it, yes, it does struggle. I'm sure some coaches use it as punishment.
Is that you?
I have before, yes. I have before. But it's just a tiring type of stroke, and they need to do it. Right there, lane 2, Maria Webb, Rockville Montgomery out 56-67. Great out for a 2-fly. Went a 30-point. So if she can hold 30 points, she'll go 156, 157. And here we go, pulling into the 150. Looks like lane 7 found a little go-go juice up there. Annabelle Winsel, Aqua Jets.
Ooh.
128.80. It's between lane 2 and 7, the bookends.
Look how close they are. 128.80 and 128.82.
Winsel is powering up, though. It looks like she's really getting after this last 50. Winsel's playing a 30.64 on that third 50.
And you can see the teammates at the end of the pool. They know it's a close race. They know it's a tough race. They are cheering as loud as they can.
But it will be all Winsel up there in lane 7 from Aqua Jets. And there she finishes 2:00:34. Came home in a 31.54. 4-second drop from this morning. Aqua Jet 15-year-old Annabelle Winsel. Maria Webb 2:01.96. And Riley Freed, 2:02.13.
There's a shot of Annabelle. Congratulations on that heat win.
Again, it looks like they just, didn't go a 2-fly all out.
Moving on to Heat 3. This is your C final for the women's 200-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Beatrice Stewart from Blazing Barracudas. Lane 2, Sophia Krstalik from Windermere Lakers. Lane 3 is Sydney Shoek from Rockwood Swim Club. Lane 4 is Carly Lair from NCAP. Lane 5 is Emma Kern from Aquajet Swim Team. Lane 6 is Avery Hawker from Tampa Elite Aquatics. Lane 7, Liliana Krstalik, must be sisters or cousins from Windermere Lakers. And then lane 8 is Claire Mahawk from Blazing Barracudas. Joe, we are in the home pool of Windermere Lakers. We've got 2 of them in the water, but we've also got 2 Blazing Barracudas.
Blazing Barracudas. I like Blazing Barracudas. I've never heard of Blazing Barracudas. That's awesome. So right now out in 26 is a Blazing Barracuda and a Team Elite Aquatics Hawker. That's Team Elite. Tampa Elite is over there, about 60 miles away from us. And she is still kind of taking it out. Avery Hawker from Tampa Elite will touch first at the 100. 56.24, split a 30.01 on that. Avery didn't have to travel too far to come to this meet. Just down Interstate 4.
Avery, she's certainly trying to keep off Claire Mahawk, who is trying to close from the Blazing Barracudas, top of your screen in lane 8. She's also got competition trying to close on from Emma Kern and Carly Lair.
And Hawker still at the 150 mark, still has a body length lead. Splits 31 flat, 127.28. Everyone splitting 31s, 32s. But Avery still the fastest split so far.
If you're waiting for awards, they will be done at the end of the evening before relays, so make sure you stay tuned for that.
Avery Hawker making it her last lap. Still got a body length. She will win from lane 6. Tampa Elite right there. 159.52 for Avery.
Carly Lair coming in second. And then Sydney Shoek bringing up the top 3.
3-second drop for Avery. And then 2:00:88 for Carly Lair. And then Schlock. 2:01.74. All right, Bess, we move on to the B final, consolation final of the 2-fly for the ladies.
In lane 1, we have Catherine Tang from Ole Swimming. Lane 2 is Lily Mahogue from Blazing Barracudas. Lane 3 is Eloise Williamson from Core Swimming. Lane 4, Amanda Bernard from Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 5 is Megan Corcoran from TNT Swimming. Lane 6 is Burlington Bocos from FMC Aquatics. Lane 7 is Caitlin Colasar from Suburban Seahawks Club. And Lane 8, Katie McCarthy from Medina Swim Club. Top seed in this particular heat is Amanda Bernard of Nova, Virginia, 2:00:44, Joe.
Got 1 second, 1.5 seconds between all the girls. This is the B final. Amanda, did she already swim this morning? Amanda Bernard? Remember that name?
Unless I have a particularly hard time pronouncing it.
That's a good point. Right in the center of your pool from Nova. Actually pretty much solid all the way down. 26s, one or two 27s.
Mihok and Williamson right side by side with that touching in. That is lanes 3 and 4 right in the middle of your pool.
That was a blazing barracuda with the top time at the 50.
Here we go at the 100. We're just at the flags, and we've got about 3 or 4 girls that are about a dead heat in the middle, but it will be lane 4, 56.79 at the 100 from Nova. That's Amanda Bernard. All of them look real comfortable still. No real big issues. 75 left. Still Barnard in the middle from Nova.
Not by much, Joe, though.
Not by much.
The field is coming.
Now would be a good time for 2 massive underwaters. Try to get some separation.
In fact, Bocos is really trying to close the gap there along with Corcoran.
Still Barnard went 31 flat on that, but Bocos went at 30.8. So yes, it will be a nice little race, drag race coming home here. But about a 1-stroke lead is Amanda Barnard in the middle from Nova. She will win. But who's going to get second? 158.91 for Amanda Barnard. Second place is there, lane 6, Bocos, 159.95, and then Megan Cochran, 2:00:09. One more heat. You will see the current meet record holder in that heat, Tess Halley. We'll see if she can break her own record.
All right now we're going to throw it over to Mike Greenwell for the introductions.
And here we go, the top 8 qualifiers. And introducing our top 8 from this morning's preliminaries, Aspen Gersper at block number 1, St. Andrews Aquatics. Katie Yee at block number 2, Long Island Aquatics. Lainey Mullins at block number 3, Suburban Seahawks. Block number 4, that's Tess Howley, Long Island Aquatics. At block number 5, it's Campbell Stoll, Elmbrook Swim Club. Novi Sturgeons at block number 6, Emily Rodden. Lavinia Sim at block number 7, TNT. Huntsville, Samantha Chan at block number 8.
200 fly big final. Current meet record holder Tess Halley, lane 4 from Long Island Aquatic Club, went at 155.76 this morning. Her record is a 152.88. Definitely has to move a little bit for that record. Campbell Stoll already swam. She was second place in the 100 breast today, and then also Aspen Gersper down here in lane 1 also swam. What was the first event? 200 free? Yeah, 200 free. A lot of doubles.
And this is a longer meet, correct?
Longer meet. We'll go through Saturday. Tess Halley, Long Island, right there, 25.65 on the way out.
Goal coming in second, and Gersper rounding out the top 3 for that first leg.
You know, Gersper was
And
fourth
getting
in the
ready at
200
the
free.
starting blocks, it's the
She's
gentleman's
a night
100
swimmer. She looks like
backstroke.
she's rallying down at the bottom of your screen. But it's still all Tess Halley and Campbell Stoll.
Again, Tess Halley is trying to break her own record, 152.88. She set this last year. And Joe, Tess is 18, Long Island Aquatic Club.
54.7 on the way out for Tess. 55.83 for Campbell Stoll from Elmbrook. Right there with 75 left, it is still Hallie and Stoll.
I just want to point out it's a very cool shot on your screen right now with the phone right there.
Oh, yeah, nice. I like that. That's nice.
You never quite know what you'll get with the live crowd here. Touching in, Tess Hallie still, but she is followed closely by Stoll.
Stoll wants to run her down, stays under deep. I'm excited to see this underwater by Stoll in lane 5. Look at her in the black suit, black cap. Watch her. She may pass her underwater. And there it is.
Whoa.
There it is. Campbell Stoll puts on the afterburners. Now body length lead goes into the finish. 154.41. Campbell Stoll wins it. 155.73 for Hallie. Third place. Emily Rod, 156.78.
And I do have to say, I believe Campbell Stoll's parents may be in attendance because a particular crowd just went wild up in the stands.
It could be her fan club, Bess.
Could be her fan club, but I imagine it was probably a mom and dad or else close friends, so I'm glad they were here to see it. Congratulations, Campbell. We are now, Joe, going to our last individual event. So if you're waiting around for awards, they are coming. They are coming right after this event. We've got 5 heats.
And relays.
Then the relays after the awards. So we have the men's 100-yard backstroke. Here is our first heat. Our E finalist, Thomas Duncan in lane 1 from NCAP. Lane 2 is Zach Oswald from Suburban Seahawks. Lane 3 is Finn Bacon from NCAP. Lane 4 is Manola Mountain Tanakis from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 5 is Jeffrey Howe from FMC Aquatics. Lane 6 is Gus Coe from NASA Wildcat Aquatics. Lane 7 is Simon Mizkowski from Academy of Bullets. His teammate, Evan Conti, is in lane 8.
Team record is 45.60 by Anthony Grimm, set back in 2019 from Mason Makos. National cuts 46.49. Summer Juniors is 49.39 and Futures is 52.09.
So, Joe, we saw the women's from the 200 backstroke. Is that correct? Last night?
Yes.
Yesterday. So how is the 100 backstroke strategy quickly? How is it different from?
Well, I tell you, the 100 back is just an all-out sprint, and in the last 6 or 7 years, it's always been a very tight race at the Olympics. So now we're looking at lane 7, top of your screen. We'll win this. Very quick race, 48.87.
Oh, he is happy with that. That is Simon Miskowski. Congratulations, 48.87, followed by Jeffrey Howe and then Evan Conti. He was happy with that swim, Joe.
That's a great swim, 48.8.
Well, definitely got him a junior national cut. That might be the first for him. As far as backstroke, he is getting some high fives and congrats from other swimmers in the water. Congrats, Simon. Moving on to our second final. This is our D final. Aiden Music from NASA Wildcat Aquatics in lane 1. Quinn Collins from Rise Aquatics in lane 2. Lane 3 is Dylan Ferguson from Metro Aquatic Club of Miami. Lane 4 is Nick Rhodes from Long Island Express. Lane 5 is Bennett Paramore from Team Greenville. Lane 6 is Martin Parasinski from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 7 is Vidar Karlbaum from Hinsdale Swim Club. And in lane 8, Ryan Slonak from Waukesha Express Swim Team.
Had a little bit of a noise issue there.
Was it me?
I don't know if it was you. You know, USA Swimming and the international bodies, they've made things faster for swimming. They've had a wedge for the backstroke, wedge for the freestyle, changing techniques on things, and it's really made it a faster sport, which is kind of nice. Right now, lane 3 seems to have the hot hand with the 23.86 on the way out.
Followed by Ferguson. Joe, speaking of changes, the change in the finish. We have a little bit of a change in the finish. So let's
see if we get any. This is Metro Aquatic Club from Miami, Dylan Ferguson.
So traditionally, swimmers had to have their bodies on top of the water when they touch the wall at the end. That has changed once they go under the flags.
Here we go. Looks like lane 6. 49.62.
That's Martin Parasinski, followed by Vidar Karlbaum, and then Ryan Slonak, bringing up our top 3. Congratulations, gentlemen.
That's what I mean by everyone's finishing at the same time.
That was a very
It's happened
close.
at the Olympics how many years? Like all the time. The 100-back is crazy.
Moving on to our C final. This is Heat 3 getting ready to get in the water. Cole Gorsuch from Gator Swim Club is in lane 1. Lane 2 is Diego Balbi from St. Andrews. Lane 3 is Matt Beeler from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 4, Max Haney from Ole Swimming. Lane 5 is Arlen Charnstrom from Utica Shelby. Lane 6 is Joshua Fisher from Poseidon Swimming. Lane 7 is Eli Rowland from Rockets. And in lane 8, James Benison from New Wave Swim Team. So, Joe, correct that the new finish, if they chose to, once they came under the flags, they could go entirely underwater if they wanted to.
Yes, and like I said yesterday, I timed it with a bunch of my kids, and the fastest one I got was a 0.7 of a second improvement by doing that.
So for the non-swimmer, it seems unnatural that you would be faster under the water than on top, but you are indeed faster under.
Well, when you're swimming, it's creating drag. When you're looking like a missile under the water and streamlined, you are faster, especially if you can kick well.
Fisher and Benison touching first and second. We'll see how they round out their final 50.
We'll see if anyone touches like that. Definitely in a sprint race, it would be beneficial. It's going to be lane 6, top of your screen. Joshua Fisher from Poseidon, 48.22. Great swim for Joshua. Second place is Benison, 48.79, and then Rollin, 48.89 from the Rockets over there on the Space Coast.
Congratulations, lane 6, Joshua Fisher. Moving on to your consolation final in the men's 100-yard backstroke. This is your B final. Crash Ackerley from Nova Virginia Aquatics is in lane 1. His teammate Devin Narvaez is in lane 2. Luke Bedsell from Huntsville Swim Association is in 3. Lane 4 is Nolan Dunkel from Arlington Aquatic Club. Lane 5 is JT Schmidt. The J got cut off. It looks like an I on my heat sheet. Schmidt from NINCAP. Lane 6 is Nassim Elkison from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 7 is Blake Conway from NCAP. And lane 8, Brady Johnson from FMC Aquatic. Top seed for this heat is Nolan Dunkel, 48-49. But, Joe, they're all 48.
4:10 separates the field. Again, the Summer National cuts 46-49. Right there in lane 4 on the way out. That looks like Dunkel. 23 flat.
Followed by Schmidt and then Conway.
Staying under. We'll see if lane 5 can do a great underwater here and try to stay with Dunkel in the middle. Right now it's just Schmidt and Dunkel.
Oh.
Dunkel right there in lane 4 will win. Ooh, well, yep. Will win. 47.81 for Dunkel. Second, Schmidt, 48.10. Brady Johnson, 48.45 from FMC. Great swim there.
You're going to have to be careful trying to call those too early. They might surprise you.
I got it.
Congratulations, Nolan. We're going to throw it to Mike Greenwell for our final heat of the men's 100-yard backstroke.
Seymour. Ryan Hufford at block number 2, Nova Virginia. Stingrays, Kyle Peck at block number 3. Hudson Williams, the top qualifier from New Albany. At block number 5, it's Scotty Buff, Greater Toledo. Rockville, Montgomery, Adriano Ariati. Block number 7 is Simon Bermudez of Arlington Aquatic. Aqua Jets at lane number 8, Luke Logu.
So, Joe, we saw Simon Bermudez come out in a tutu again. I was digging the swag, but we also had Kyle Peck walking out in the football jersey.
Lawrence Taylor. I was going to ask you who that was.
Yep.
For the New York Giants.
Yep.
So he's a fan. I don't know how many people remember Lawrence Taylor, but
I do. All right, hang on. We have somebody needing something.
Something. May have just broke.
All right.
He's like, don't need it. I don't need the wedge. I'm good. So there is some discussion about the wedge in lane 5 that broke.
So, Joe, quickly tell for viewers at home that I don't understand what the wedge is.
So we just talked about the wedge, about the new improvements over the years. You can see there under the block there's a wedge that pulls down
into the water.
In lane 5, maybe we can get it on the camera, but lane 5 has a wedge issue where you pull it down and feet can go on it, and actually gives you a little advantage because you have something to push off of instead of a flat wall. There it is,
okay,
right there.
There we go. Okay.
There's the wedge above his hands, and that pulls down, and then you lock it into place. What I think is the lock piece broke.
Okay.
The metal piece broke on it.
So, in other words, you won't slip off the wall, your feet.
Yeah, and so he's going for it. He said it doesn't matter, and we'll see what happens. And he had a good start.
Well, I have to imagine he's probably done 1,000 starts.
And he came up first, so he didn't need it. And they're pretty much tied, Williams and Buff. Scotty Buff had a good swim last night, and he is winning right now. Doesn't need it. Didn't need the wedge. Scotty Buff, Toledo, 22:32 on the way out. Wow. 22:56. Scotty Buff, both of them roughly the same. Scotty Buff's got a slight edge. Stays under, pushes off real deep. Look at that. And here comes Scotty Buff with the no wedge swim.
Boom.
46:40. Almost a meet record. Scotty Buff, 46:4. Hudson Williams, 46:62. Adriano Ariati, 47.
I'll tell you
53.
what it is, though, Joe. He did qualify for senior nationals if he did not have that time already. So congratulations, Scotty.
I love him going, you know what, don't need it. It's like Aaron Pearsall when he broke the world record. He didn't need the what we nowadays call the cheater suit in 2008. So he just wore a regular suit and broke the world record, which still stands.
So for the fans that aren't quite sure what that means, they had suits for a short time period that had a lot of buoyancy to them that were determined to be nowadays illegal because they gave too big an advantage.
And a lot of those records still stand. But they are getting broken finally after, 15 years.
But not Aaron Pearsall. He said it's not the suit, it's the swimmer in the suit, it's the engine.
It's the engine, baby. It's the engine. So listen, we are going to have awards. Stay tuned. Watch the awards. They'll turn around on the block. We will be back with you shortly for the relay. Stick around.
And I know I've talked about this meet being such a great meet that you never know what's going to happen. Getting ready to present awards for the ladies 200 freestyle. And I'd like to bring a note to this. Campbell Chase out of heat number C finals, 147.76, would have been in championship finals. And a 148.11 would have put her, Becky Rentz, in the top lineup in this event. And I'm not talking about just barely making it into the top 8. You gotta have a lane, though, in that championship final heat to get the points. Preliminaries, that's what it's all about. And ladies and gentlemen, presenting the ladies, the 200 freestyle. In 8th place, Edina Swim Club, Katie McCarthy. In 7th place, Elmbrook Swim Club, Reese Tiltman. In 6th place, Suburban Seahawks, Lainey Mullins. In 5th place, Elmbrook Swim Club, Maggie Wanazek. 4th place, Aspen Gersper of St. Andrews Aquatics. And into the medals, the bronze, Elizabeth Tilt of Chattahoochee Gold getting the bronze. The silver going to Team Greenville, Leela Bogner. And the gold winning the event, Long Island Aquatics, Kevin Gormson. And Kevin qualifying for Senior Nationals, posting in with a winning time, 1:45.18. And our professional photographer, there's Pro Swim Visuals taking photographs. They'll have those available. Ladies and gentlemen, swimmers, the TV camera is up by the speakers there. You can turn and wave hello to the folks at home. I love it. And next up, the gentlemen's 400 individual medley. Our championship finalists. In 8th place overall was New Wave Swim Team, Matthew Marsteiner. 7th place, Arlington Aquatics, Simon Bermudez. In 6th, Nova of Virginia, Nathan Zabata. Sean Green in 5th place, Long Island Aquatics, Elmbrook Swim Club, Lance Johnson in 4th. The bronze going to Ryan Arisman of Windermere Lakers. The silver to Core Swimming, William Savares. And the gold, Rockville, Montgomery, Toby Barnett. Posting in with a time of 3:43.28, a new meet record qualifying for Senior Nationals. Toby Barnett. And gentlemen, the video camera up by the speakers. Turn around and say hello to the folks at home. And again, congratulations. And next on the award stand, the ladies with the 100 breaststroke are top 8. In 8th place was Nassau Wildcat, Maggie Papanicholas. In 7th was Grace Rabb of the Aqua Jets. 6th place, Elizabeth Noraki of Academy Bullets. Academy Bullets again in 5th place, Bridget McGann. In 5th place, L. Scott of Nova of Virginia. The bronze going to Fox Jets, Caroline Larson. The silver to Elmbrook Swim Club, Campbell Stoll. And the gold to Elmbrook Swim Club, Lucy Thomas. Posting in with a winning time of 58.65, qualifying for Senior Nationals, both Campbell Stoll and Lucy Thomas. Lucy Thomas with a new meet record, 58.65. And again, ladies, face the camera, say a big hello to the folks at home. Tell them to wave to the camera. Yep, got it. The silver going to the And again, gentlemen, turn to the camera, give a big wave to the folks at home watching on TV. I love it. And the ladies 200 butterfly are champions. In 8th place, Long Island Aquatics, Katie Yee. 7th place, St. Andrew Aquatics, Aspen Gersberg. In 6th place, Huntsville Swim Association, Samantha Chan. 5th place, Suburban Seahawks, Lainey Mullins. In 4th place, TNT Swimming, Lavinia Sim. The bronze to Novi Sturgeon's Emily Rodden. The silver to Long Island Aquatic Club, Tess Howley. And number 1, Elmbrook Swim Club, Campbell Stoll, taking the big win, 154.41 the time she posted. Tess Howley in at 155.73. Congratulations, ladies. You made senior nationals. We'll see you there. And gentlemen's 100 backstroke next. And the gentlemen's 100 backstroke, Arlington Aquatics, Simon Bermudez in 8th place. Stuart Seymour in 7th for Elmbrook Swim Club. Ryan Hufford in 6th place, Nova of Virginia Aqua Jets, capturing 5th with Luke Logu. Kyle Peck in 4th for the Stingray swim team. The bronze going to Rockville, Montgomery, Adriano Ariati. The silver to New Albany Aquatics, Hudson Williams. And the gold and qualifying for senior nationals, Greater Toledo Aquatics, Scotty Buff. And again, face the camera, say hello to the folks at home. Getting ready next. We've got a 10-minute break, and then it is relay time. Pardon? Almost through. And here it is, getting ready for relays, the ladies 200. Aqua Jets at lane number 1, getting ready to go. Nation's Capital at lane 2. NASA Wildcats at lane number 3. Elmbrook Swim Club at lane 4. Ole Swimming at lane 5. Team Greenville at lane number 6. Academy Bullets at 7. And FMC Aquatics at lane 8.
And welcome back, everybody. We are ready for the 200-yard freestyle relay. Teams are lined up behind the blocks. We've got Aqua Jets Swim Team in lane 1, Nation's Capital in 2, NASA Wildcat Aquatics in 3, Elmbrook Swim Club in 4, Ole Swimming in 5, Team Greenville in 6, Academy Bullet Swim Club in 7, and FMC Aquatic, Joe, in 8.
This place is rocking. It's Queen.
It is. It
We will rock
is.
you.
You know, we had a little Cotton Eye Joe before this that the house was kind of bouncing to, and now we've got We Will Rock You.
I was in the Take It Live corporate Featherlight trailer enjoying.
The production crew.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Quick game of cards. I won 120.
I don't think you beat Chris Lundy.
I took $60 from Chris Lundy. Sure did.
Chris Lundy, of course, is the producer and director of everything that you see here. So thank you for Take It Live.
Jamming. I'm sure you guys can hear this.
You know, Joe, it's actually quite a great setup they have between the cameras and the underwater camera and the audio, and the graphics on the screen, allowing our viewers to keep track of what is happening at home.
Short freestyle relay, 2 laps for each swimmer. It's a very fast relay. You got to watch it fast. You got to watch the starts fast. It's going to look like they're false starting, but they're they can be stretched out with their big toe on the block and a person touch, and that's a legal touch.
So meet record does belong to Elmbrook Swim Club, 129.43. That was set last year. Joe, did we have any heat swim this morning?
We do. We did. The 200 freestyle relay, Adina, 135.39 is the time to beat. TNT Swimming went a 135.54 and then 136 flat for St. Charles. Those were the times this morning, top times this morning. So again, 2 laps for each girls. Happens very, very quickly. All these girls will probably be 22, 23 seconds. Right now it's lane 5. 22.84. First leg there. Gotta love it when you got 22s on your team. Lead off. You got the coach for Ole.
Coming in fast and hot. That is Ole, maintain the lead, 46-44, Joe, followed by Team Greenville and then NASA Wildcat Aquatic.
A lot of 23s. Every girl went 23 on that leg. Here we go with the third leg. You can still see the girls are standing behind the block, behind the wedge, and getting a good step up. You got to time that perfectly. Right now it's lane 8 going in to the third leg. Or, excuse me, fourth leg.
FMC Aquatics followed by Team Greenville. We are now on the final leg. Is that correct?
Final leg. Looks like lane 8, top of your screen. FMC Illinois will win this.
Oh, just cruising in.
2:41 anchor leg for FMC. Second place is Team Greenville. 132.7 and then 134.25 for NASA Wildcats. That is Heat 1, and right now, currently, those are the top 3 teams from today. Again, Elmbrook is the meet record holder with a 129.43. I bet we will see that broken today by Elmbrook, probably.
Moving on to Heat 2 of the time finals. In lane 1, Machine Aquatics. Lane 2, Nova Virginia Aquatics. Lane 3, Waukesha Express Swim Team. Lane 4, Chattahoochee Gold Swim Club. Lane 5, New Albany Aquatics Club. Lane 6, BGC North Westchester Marlins. Lane 7, Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. Lane 8, Badger Aquatic Club, Joe.
Time to beat 132. Chattahoochee Gold right there in the middle. Lane 4, seated with a 3:24. They're 400 freestyle time.
And as a reminder, teams did swim this morning. This is a timed final, so a team from this morning can place.
Lead off 22.89 for Chattahoochee Gold. And they are leading, but it is very tight between lane 3, and that's Waukesha Express.
Waukesha, sure.
Kesha. Singer?
All right, coming in, it is lane 3. Waukesha driving in first with a 46.25, followed by Chattahoochee and then Nova Virginia.
Okay, here we go. And this is going on to the anchor leg. And really starting to tighten up. Lane 3 still has it. Kesha. But lane 2's coming best. Nova is starting to run people down.
Just a half second behind Waukesha.
Oh, and Nova's starting to pick it up, but then here comes everyone. It is Waukesha, though, all lane 3. They will win it, but I may have done it too early. It's still Waukesha. 133.68 wins it. Nova second, 133.98. And then third place, 134.33, New Albany Aquatics. However, Heat 1 still has the time to beat.
All right, we are now down to our final heat to find out just who is coming out on top. We have Lake Country Swim Team in Lake 1, Academy Bullets in 2, Long Island Aquatic Club in 3, Elbrook Swim Club in 4, Nation's Capital Swimming in 5, Rockville Montgomery Swim Club in 6, Aquajets in 7, Hinsdale Swim Club in Lane 8. Ladies are stepping up to the blocks.
Elmbrook in Lane 4 is the current meet record holder with a 129.43. We'll see if they can better that or if another team can better that. Going to need a lot of speedy people to go 129.43. To average 23 lows. All right, and right now it is Lane 5, Nation's Capital, with a slight lead, 25.54 to 22.62 for Elmbrook. A couple of 22 lead-offs there in the middle of the pool. Coming in for leg 3, halfway mark. Elmbrook stays under all 15 meters. She swam half her race underwater, won a 22.62, same as her lead-off teammate.
So for the viewers at home that are not familiar with swimming, how far can they go underwater?
See a red lane line piece in the middle. That's the 15-meter mark. They can go that far off the start and off the turn. And look at this, Elmbrook checking out another 22.68. 3 girls that go 22.6 on the relays, kind of nice.
Again, Elmbrook is the current record holder. 129.43 set last year. I gotta imagine there's some of the same relay members swimming right now.
Another 22.6. 21.99. Anchor 129.91. Just a hair off the record from last year. Heck of a.
And that will secure the win. So congrats to Elbrook. Elbrook Swim Club.
Long Island 132.82.
Congratulations. For the women on the 200 free relay. Joe, we're going from one of the fastest relays to one of our longer relays, the men's 800-yard freestyle. We've got 3 heats tonight. 1 heat.
7 this morning. 7 800 free relays this morning.
Oh, so we had 7 heats this morning? And we have our top 3 teams from that. Nova Virginia Aquatics, St. Andrew Aquatics, and Ozaki Aquatics all swam this morning. They were the 3 fastest times. We'll see if their times will stand today. We have Badger Aquatics in 1, Gator Swim Club in 2, Madison Aquatic Club in 3, Arlington Aquatic Club in 4, Utica Shelby Swim Club in 5, Verona Area Swim Team in 6, Machine Aquatics in 7, and Academy Bullet Swim Club in 8.
So each swimmer swims a 200-yard freestyle. That's 8 lengths each. A 32-lap relay. The record is 6:30.94 by Nation's Capital, set back in 2015.
Look at the names on that. Andrew Seliskar, Lynn, Van Krimpen, Hirschberger, all fast swimmers.
All fast. I mean, 6:30 is an excellent time. We'll see if anybody can beat that this year. But it is an 8-year-old record. And again, every swimmer swims 8 lengths of the pool. And you're going to see a lot of lead changes probably just because of all the different speeds of each athlete of each team. Right now, currently, Lane 5 is taking an early lead. And they're still up front. Lane 7 up there is followed closely. Machine Aquatics. And Lane 1 down at the bottom, Badger Aquatics.
Utica Shelby flipping first with 48.22, followed by Badger Aquatics, then Machine Aquatics. Joe, I know you're a fan of Blazing Barracudas, but I have to say, Machine Aquatics, not a bad name.
Machine Aquatics is great. I like Gator, of course. I like Machine. I like Blazing. Academy Bullets is cool.
Flipping still with the lead. Utica Shelby maintaining the 113.59.
Right now, lane 5 is starting to ease away. Utica Shelby.
Second swimmer is in the water, diving in at 1:38.92.
I think that's my exact high school time. I do.
Yeah.
1:38.92. Yeah, these guys are starting to check out. They look real good. Utica Shelby. First leg there, 22:48.
Looks like the race right now is pretty even across the rest of the field for that second and third spot behind Utica Shelby. Again, you can see all the teammates down at the far end. They know this is the final event of the night. By the way, if you're waiting for the awards for these particular relays, so for the girls 200 free relay or the men's 800 free hour freestyle, they won't be done tonight. They'll be done first thing before tomorrow's final session.
That's about a 3-4 body length lead. But you know, Bess, slowly coming up is Verona.
Not only Verona, but also Academy Bullets.
Fired up on the last couple of legs here.
There's a shot of the fans at the end of the pool. All of the teammates are lined up.
Academy Bullets and then the other pink shirt team behind lane 4 also. They have the most fun. Looks like they're having the most fun. Right there, 3:20 at the halfway mark. Still Utica Shelby. Bullets in second. Verona in third.
Well, you know, Joe, just swimming is such a great sport because it is an individual sport. You do come together on a relay, but what a great thing to have teammates with you there supporting you, especially on these away trips.
Here come the Academy Bullets.
For a lot of these kids, they know that it is snowing back up because we apologize to you viewers across the nation that have a lot of snow and ice going on. Right here in Florida, we do have a little bit of a cold snap. It's going to be down into the high 40s tonight, but it's beautiful sunshine overall.
So Academy Bullets coach just told me that it looks like he's working really hard. Working really hard for the first 100.
Really good or really bad?
Really good or really bad. I know the feeling.
All right, we do see a spread in the field now. They are starting to spread out just a bit, but we do have a race for that first position.
Good race between Utica Shelby and Academy Bullets. Currently, 150 left. Hanging on, baby, hanging on. Coach is starting to get fired up over here. Right now it's between 6 and 8. I'm sorry, 5 and 8. Utica Shelby and Academy Bullets. For the last swimmer, here we go. Who's got the best? And then right now, Arlington Aquatic ease back into this thing.
Utica Shelby diving in first, so at 5:03.46. Let's see if they can hang on to that lead for this final leg. Boy, Academy Bullets, though, I see a lot of white water. That's a heavy kick over there, Joe.
He's wide open over there in lane 8. And then here comes Arlington Aquatic. Their A team starting to reel everyone back in. Went out 21.93.
Wow, look at this race between the top 3 swimmers there.
Bullet fans. And here it is. Arlington Aquatic starting to reel these guys back in. 100, got 100 left. All 25s. Can they hang on? Can Utica Shelby hang on? Academy Bullets now in third. Arlington in first. Tied for first. Can they pull it off? And yes, you can win from this heat if you have a fast enough time. Splitting 25s, 26s.
Again, times from this morning. Fastest time this morning was a 6:44.80. That was from Nova, Virginia. St. Andrews was 6:47. So they've got some speedy times to beat.
Here comes Arlington. Arlington Aquatic coming in. Out touches them. 6:43.72. Oh, excuse me, 6:43.49 to 6:43.72. Good anchor leg there by Arlington. Academy Bullets fourth, 27 last leg, 6:47.35. Third place goes to Madison Aquatic Club, 6:47.14.
Joe, right now that puts Arlington Aquatic Club in the first position. Faster than the three teams this morning. We will see if that stands. We've got 2 more heats to go. Lane 2 is behind the blocks. This is a timed final. We've got 1 more after this. So in lane 1, we've got Huntsville Swim Association. Lane 2, Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3 is the nation's capital swim. Lane 4, Nova, Virginia Aquatics. Lane 5 is Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. Lane 6 is Core Swimming. Lane 7 is Aquajet Swim Team. And Lane 8, FMC Aquatic. Now for our viewers at home, you see some A's and some B's after that. That just means that they might have more than one relay entered in the event. So you have your A team, which is traditionally faster, your B team, which is a little bit slower.
You know a little bit about swim.
I do. Not very much, but a little bit. But I do know what it means to be a parent sitting at home, or maybe an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, and not really familiar with some of the terms. That's why I oftentimes will ask you things that might seem a little common sense to you. They may not be for our viewers at home.
So another little wedge issue on lane 3, but it is now fixed.
All right, swimmers are up on the blocks. Joe, 6:43.49 is the time to beat if you want to win this event.
I love everyone that goes whoosh on the start. Did you hear that, Beth?
I did.
So again, 200 free each swimmer. 800 free is kind of a good race if you have your 3 other guys with you or 3 other girls with you. It just doesn't hurt as much as by yourself.
I know from experience, having been a swim parent, that my son always swam fastest on a relay because he did not want to let his friends down.
Definitely don't want to let anybody down, that's for sure. Right now, early lead, lane 7, top of your screen. That is Aquajet Swim Team.
By a body length.
At least a body length.
And we have Huntsville Swim Association down here in lane 1. Remember, top of your screen is lane 8, bottom of your screen is lane 1.
7 went out at 46.59. He's trying to get some separation for his second leg.
You know, Joe, it really does put it in perspective for just how fast the meet record was set back in 2015. The time that we just saw seemed really fast at 6:43, and the meet record was 6:30. That's a blazing fast time.
Very fast.
Speaking of going blazing fast, we have a pretty good race in the pool right now. Lanes 1, 4, and...
There they go. The first legs, 137.5s each. The first 2 guys, 137.5. Third place, at least swimmer, was Huntsville, 138 flat. And these guys are still in the pool. They need to hurry up and get out because they're coming quickly.
Lanes 1, 4, and 7, that's Huntsville, Nova, and Aquajets. Trading places back and forth.
Still, it's lane 4 with a slight lead. Lane 1, Huntsville wants the top spot at the flip, and it looks like it will be Huntsville. Split at 24.62 on that. Bottom of your screen, lane 1.
And they are just trading the lead back and forth between the
Told you you're going to see a lot of back and forths. A lot of back and forths in this event.
Third swimmer is behind the blocks, getting ready.
I equate it to that short track ice skating, or short track ice racing. when they do their long relays.
The Apollo Ono.
With Apollo Ono, yeah.
How they-
Always a different leader. Like almost every lap, there's a different leader.
You're probably the first person to have ever compared the
Oh.
800 free relay to speed racing.
Well, it is in water.
Short track
It's just
speed
frozen,
racing.
it's just frozen water.
Coming towards the wall, we still have those three.
Back to lane 7. 7 takes the lead back over 3:17.30 at the halfway point. It's kind of loud in here. People are cheering. And look at this race. At your screen, you see 3 guys. It's a cameraman's nightmare. 3 guys up front, so far away from each other.
The rest of the field behind. Yeah.
So 1, 4, and 7. 1, 4, and 7.
Huntsville Swim Club, Nova, Virginia, and Aqua Jets swim team.
Right now, lane 4 is starting to pull away a little bit. Nova, about a stroke lead. Split at 25-36 on that 4:05. And here we go. Nova starting to pull away a little bit. But here comes Huntsville. Huntsville found another gear.
All right, we got a final 50 to go. Our final swimmer is starting to stand up on the blocks.
Horse swimming in lane 6 is starting. He's got a good leg going in the blue cap. And here we go, Nova.
Nova and Huntsville are still battling it out.
4:56 with one leg left. Split at 25-7-8 coming home. That's Nova. We'll see what they got for an anchor leg. Almost everyone is in on their last swimmer. Long Island now in the water. So far, Nova and Huntsville. And then Aqua Jets, 1, 2, 3.
So, Joe, is there ever a time when a swimmer does not crawl out in time?
I've seen it many times.
Did they get disqualified?
You can't.
Oh, okay.
Nova still with a commanding lead of about 2 body lengths. Huntsville still got a lot of juice in his tank, it looks like.
However, Aqua Jets is trying to crawl back into that second spot.
Yeah, they are still swimming strong up there in lane 7. And now, Rockville Montgomery has got a good leg going. They are in 4th. Still all Nova. All Nova with 1 length left, then Huntsville, then closely followed by Aqua Jets. Now Rockville Montgomery flips. Those are your top 4.
6:43.49 is still the fastest time to beat in this event.
That will go down right here. Nova will be the top time when they touch. 6:34.89 for Nova. And wow, nice tight race at the end. Huntsville 6:38.78. Followed by Aqua Jets 6:38.80. Those are your top 3. Rockville Montgomery 4th. 6:43.17. And tell you what, those are the top 4 right now in the entire event.
They are creeping closer to the nation's capital record of 6:30.94 set back in 2015. We've got one final heat, one final chance to try and break it this year. Your final heat is lining up behind the blocks. As a reminder, it is a timed final. New Albany Aquatics in lane 1, Rockville Montgomery Swim Club in 2, Long Island Aquatic Club in 3, Nation's Capital Swimming in 4, Machine Aquatics in 5, New Wave Swim Team in 6, Hinsdale Swim Club in 7, and Stingray's Swim Team is in lane 8. Nation's Capital A relay is the top seed, 6:36.15.
I will tell you, Rockville Montgomery, their B relay was 6:43.17, and they are currently 4th. And that's their B relay. All right, this is the final heat of the 800 free relay. Very tight race. Lane 8, probably the quickest so far.
Nope, lane 5, Machine Aquatics, followed by New Albany Aquatics, then Stingray Swim Team.
This is your last event. And remember, awards for the relays will be before the meet starts tomorrow. And that will be day 3 of a 5-day meet. It's a very long meet for the kids. You got to really be in great shape. You got to be able to hold your taper and stay in condition for 5 days. Really, probably 7 days for travel, etc. So it's a very, very long deal for these kids. But it's their big meet of the season.
So right here in front of us, we do have New Albany flipping first. 1:12:11, followed by Machine Aquatics and Nation's Capital. Again, New Albany's at the bottom of your screen in those pink swim caps.
They got the pink swim caps and they got the tats on the arms.
And maintaining that lead as he comes in for the second swimmer to dive in. About a half body length lead.
137.55 for New Albany. Second place was 138.4 for Rockville Montgomery. Rockville Montgomery's probably going to be pretty good here since their B relay is that fast, but we'll see how it ends up. Lane 5, Machine Aquatics, starting to have a good leg. Followed by Nation's Capital, also has a pretty decent leg in the water currently. And look at this. Lanes 1, lane 2, lane 4, lane 5 starting to even things out, coming to the halfway point.
That is New Albany Aquatics, Machine Aquatics, Rockville Montgomery, and Nation's Capital.
Pretty much even.
It's getting loud in here, Joe. People are
Normally, a good rule of thumb is the second fastest guy on the team goes first, third goes second, fourth goes third. The fastest guy goes last.
And do all coaches do that way?
No, I don't. I change it up.
Ah, gotcha.
But I know that a lot of people do. That's just the best way to do it, I guess. But it just depends. You know, you might want a scrapper right there at the end, running people down. And here we go. This is the halfway mark coming right now, and it is still lane 1, New Albany Aquatics, hanging on for about a body length lead. And wow, these guys are starting real well. 3:15.54. And right now, that is exactly the pace to break the record in lane 1. 3:15.54. They are on record pace.
So as a reminder, 6:30.94 was the record set back in 2015. New Albany maintaining that lead over Machine Aquatics.
Can they do it? They need a heck of an anchor.
So we've got a heck of a battle for second and third right there in the middle of the pool.
But look at Rockville Montgomery fighting back. Hopefully they have a leg that'll go 136 on the end. Try to run people down. Here they come. It's getting ready to be a 4-horse race, Bess. Really close. Rockville Montgomery starting to reel these boys in.
Nation's Capital in lane 4 is trying to make the pass for the lead. Joe, they may have done it.
Not yet. New Albany, Nation's Capital, Rockville Montgomery, and Machine Aquatics. Those are your top 4. And here comes Rockville, starting to tighten things up a little bit.
Blocks, no pressure, Joe, no pressure, no pressure.
Rockville is pulling in the second, Nation's Capital. Rockville Montgomery, heck of a split there for the second. And there he goes. So right now it's Nation's Capital, Rockville Montgomery, New Albany, and then Machine Aquatics. Those are your top four.
So, Joe, I'm always interested in the starts and how they avoid false starting. It falls as much as the swimmer jumping in the water as it does the swimmer in the water finishing at the same pace that they're coming in.
Again, you can be stretched out with your big toe on the block, and they touch and you're good. So it could look like a false start, but it won't, it's...
But the swimmer in the water can't let up. They have to maintain that speed.
Oh, you got to go, or you got to go. But here comes Rockville Montgomery, having a heck of a split, roughly at the same time here. And then you still have New Albany. But you got Nation's Capital, Rockville Montgomery, New Albany, Machine Aquatics, New Wave just past Machine.
Look at this race, Joe. They look like synchronized swimmers in there right now.
Pretty much a dead tie with a 50 left. Listen to this place. I can't hear myself. Wow, very loud. Lane 4, still just a little bit of a lead, Nation's Capital. And there it is. Nation's Capital saved a little bit. But look at the far lane.
Wave. And Nation's Capital wins it 6:36.12. Rockville Montgomery 6:36.35, and then coming fast was New Wave Aquatics. Wow. 6:37.44.
I think, though, we may have a winner from an earlier heat, Joe.
Nova ends up winning it from Heat 2.
Congratulations, Nation's Capital, for a solid swim. And that is it for us tonight. We will be doing the awards for this in the morning. Not in the morning.
Not in the morning. Tomorrow night before the finals. Also, remember we do have night number 3 tomorrow night. Tell your friends to come see us. From all of us here at Take It Live, we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.